Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Today I'm going to talk about the year 2021. Okay, we all know that 2020 was a tough year for many people. I wish you a Happy New Year, but in the same time, I have to say that don't expect too much in the year 2021 because I think the trouble will continue. Now, today I will also tell you actually why I think so. And I will also mention about the presidential election in America because that has, as I say, a strong impact in the world. I will also share with you my opinion about what is going on in China and what is going on in Europe. The three most important regions in the world. What happened there, have really a strong impact in the world. And of course, I will inevitably also mention a few words about the still ongoing pandemic. Let's start with the presidential election. For me, it is very clear that it has been election irregularities. Yeah, that you counted many falsified ballots, and you have manipulation of voting system computer. So all this, how can it happen like that? And the thing is, although it's so obvious, still there were so many people, both in America and in other parts of the world, say that, Donald Trump should accept the result of an election. He doesn't have respect for democracy. But, dear friends, I also think that every president should accept a democratic election. But a democratic election with a lot of irregularities, with a lot of faked ballots and manipulated result. This is then no longer a democratic election. I'm sorry to say that. So if that is the case, if we accept it, then we are really doing a crime for the future generations. Then the whole American democratic system will be undermined. Yeah. So, and this comes to the point why I'm saying that the year 2021 won't be easier than 2020. You see, about some 20 odd years ago, I listened to a man of wisdom, and he told us what happened in the world, particularly disasters and catastrophe, has a link to morality. So, and he said, it is actually a law, a universal law, that if humankind or a human being in a certain region, if what they master in capability, in new technology and so on, are becoming higher and higher, stronger and stronger, and in the same time, their moral goes deeper and deeper down. So then you have a gap between capability and morality. When that gap becomes too big, this will not be allowed. You can call it not allowed by God or not allowed by the law of the universe. Yeah? So the law of universe will not allow people to destroy the planet so much. So what happened is, these people who create that big gap, mastering high tech and very low morality, they will encounter some sort of disaster. And this disaster will mean different type of catastrophe, from earthquake to flooding to tsunami and to epidemic. So I heard about that. And then, in the same time, I also learned the reason why the old Greeks just disappeared from the planet. The old Greece, more than 2,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago, had a glorious culture, and people also, in a way, although they don't talk about high tech, but they still have a high culture, give you also high capability. But at the final period of the old Greeks, the morality was really bad. It's a lot of sexual perversity and so on. Yeah, terrible. And people became extremely egoistic and only think about your personal enjoyment and doesn't care about any other consequence. What happened? The old Greeks disappeared. Some people say it's because of natural catastrophe. Well, but this is a fact that this big gap between capability and morality led to a catastrophe. So let's look at today's world. Yeah, in China, we have a regime, we have a ruling party who is master of deception. They were lying to their people in China, and they have been lying to the people of the world. Yeah, this is really bad because you are people in power. Yeah, you are at establishment. I mean, example. The typical example is the corona epidemic. Yeah, they keep secret for 3 months so that people traveling around and spread the virus everywhere, and later they stop all flight, domestic flight in China, and let the flight continue to fly to different part of the world and spread the world because they decided to use this virus to weaken the Western society, and particularly American economy. So, I mean, this is terrible. And in the same time, there are millions of Chinese who are, so to say, not wise enough to see through such deception. And they believe it. They believe it. They even believe that China now, has become the most successful country in fighting the coronavirus. Sorry, they have been most successful in covering up. I'm 100% sure the number of deaths is many, many times, the real number of deaths is many, many times more than the official statistics say, 4,700. Yeah, I think it's more than 1 million in the whole China. Yeah, but okay, you cannot prove it because this is very low morality, extremely low morality, and they even lie to the whole world that look, our system is superior. Everybody should learn how to run a country like China, like the CCP. Okay? Now, if you look at America, actually we have similar problem. Yeah? America has not been covering up the epidemic, but America also shown that through the presidential election, we can see that a lot of the society, even part of the society, has been corrupted. Corrupted by what? By CCP. You remember, you guys, in a previous episode, we show a professor and personal advisor to Xi Jinping in China, President Xi Jinping in China, or party boss, telling, and he was giving a speech to younger people and showing off how he was successful in fixing problem in America by bribing, okay? Or different type of advantages you give to influential people in America and then get the problem solved. This is, of course, very low morality. But for those Americans who take the money, who take the advantage and and carry out the bad deed, also low morality. And there are not one, two, there are many. And then these people who control the mainstream media, who control the high-tech company, who control the Wall Street, they, in turn, influence the American people. And those American people who are not wise enough, who are not clever enough, and, get cheated, they follow them, and they even, give vote to a candidate, a president candidate, who is actually also very corrupted. If you think about this, then you see, this is something just the opposite of the original foundation of America. So, as I mentioned before, like in the ancient Greeks, in the modern America, we are facing the same problem. You have all these high-tech companies who mastering, the most advanced technology. But in the same time, some of these high-tech companies, they secretly have collusion with CCP, getting nice promise from CCP. They can access the big Chinese market, they get money, they get funding, and so on. Now, this is America. And then what about Europe? Well, just a few days ago, European Union signed a new agreement with China, with the CCP actually. The party boss Xi Jinping personally participated, and also Angela Merkel, who is still, or who has just been president of EU. They signed a new agreement to extend and widen the cooperation in investment between the two regions, EU and China, in a time when CCP spread the virus all over the world. Can you imagine what sort of thinking is it behind it? So, considering all this, high capability in all these three regions, US, China, Europe, we master more and more high-tech. We are more and more capable, from artificial intelligence, AI, to shooting up rocket, satellite, and whatever. Yeah. In the same time, our morality are going down and down and down. There are more and more people who doesn't care about honesty, truthfulness, and compassion, and just care about fame and gain and other advantages, and for their desire, different type of desire. And they are ready to do terrible things just to fulfill their own desire. And this is very dangerous. So, dear friends, I hope you are not one of them, and I'm sure my audience are not one of them. But be careful, because we have to help these people to wake up. If the number of people who do not wake up and continue to behave and to think, to talk, to act like that, then the year 2021 will be a disastrous year. Thank you for today. Bye-bye. And don't forget to click subscribe, like, and please support us through Patreon. Bye-bye.